On June 14th, 1946, God looked down on his planned paradise and really wasn't feeling too well. I need to make some room for dessert, God thought, so God made Trump. God said, I need a flaccid man, so insecure, small, and impotent in stature and morals that he needs to wear heels to feel taller, a weak-egoed beta male who other beta males will believe to be an alpha. God said, I need somebody willing to sit up all night whining about how unfair his life is on Twitter, then still be able to start his day around noonish, with soft hands, tiny and steadfast enough to apply orange makeup. I need somebody that will labor tirelessly to dye his hair just right, tame his cantankerous hair flap, battle his incontinence brought on from abusing Adderall, humiliate others to draw attention away from his issue, and yet, without fear, gorge on greasy hamburgers for supper. Come home with a full diaper, drink Diet Coke, fill that diaper up even more, and then still have enough energy to meet with YouTube Holocaust deniers at Mar-a-Lago. So God made Trump. God said, I need a cruel, hate-filled con artist, a sociopath, bereft of conscience and empathy, whose own charity was dissolved for his illegal use of its funds. I need a bully with arms strong enough to try and strong-arm his own father, suffering from dementia, into changing his will, yet gentle enough to feel up his own daughter at the 2016 Republican convention and voice unsettling and inappropriate comments about her.
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, although she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
So God gave us Trump. God said, I need a complete fucking failure, an individual of such low intelligence and so completely devoid of business acumen that he could somehow even bankrupt casinos.
And everyone knows it.
A wasteful loser that would squander his daddy's money.
And I have no doubt about it, and you don't have any doubt about it either.
File for bankruptcy on 6 occasions, be forced to pay $25 million as restitution for defrauding students, exploit and pilfer from middle-class contractors, cut corners, grift hideous sneakers, fundraise for his campaign, but use the money donated by his followers to pay his legal bills and to benefit his own bottom line. So God gave us Trump. God said, I need a blasphemous charlatan.
I am the chosen one.
Who either sleeps or golfs instead of attending church.
2 Corinthians, right? 2 Corinthians.
Is incapable of reciting one single solitary verse from Scripture.
I'm wondering what 1 or 2 of your most favorite Bible verses are and why.
I wouldn't want to get into it because to me that's very personal. You know, when I talk about the Bible, it's very personal, so I don't want to get into verses. I don't want to get into...
There's no verse that means a lot to you that you think about or cite?
The Bible means a lot to me, but I don't want to get into specifics.
Believes he has no use or need for God's forgiveness for any horrible sin he has ever committed. A usurer who will charge $60 for his God Bless the USA Bible that he recruited China to manufacture for $3.
And by the way, I love China.
God said, I need a false prophet who probably has an understanding of Christianity that consists of Jesus residing at the North Pole and bringing people Christmas presents on Easter, yet somehow continues to manipulate his followers into believing he genuinely gives even one shit about their faith. So God made Trump. It had to be a predator who'd sexually assault women, brag about grabbing them by the genitals.
I don't know. Anything you start, they left to do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the pussy.
Be unfaithful to all 3 of his wives, boast about barging in backstage to see teen girls in various stages of dress at his beauty pageants.
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show. Yes. And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, you know, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant and therefore I'm inspecting it.
Party with Jeffrey Epstein. For the better part of 2 decades, be a frequent flyer on the Lolita Express. Give his well wishes to a convicted child sex trafficker.
She's going to turn in powerful men. How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach. But I wish her well.
It had to be somebody who fancies himself a ladies' man, yet has a small, weird mushroom penis and pays for sex. It had to be a draft dodger who claimed he had bone spurs.
I had a foot thing and I had fulfillment for that.
Despite the fact Trump had been active in various sports.
A grandstanding, narcissistic clown masquerading as a patriot, yet dishonors and disrespects our servicemen and women by calling them suckers and losers. It had to be an unfit, rambling, inept coward to pathetically fawn over tyrants.
Now he gets to Trump, and who actually, again, bites on his lip. He's so excited to see him. And then things get so hot, I guess, on the inside. Yeah.
And tremble while spinelessly capitulating to dictators.
President Putin was extremely strong and powerful.
A dictator who would eat you for lunch.
It had to be an opportunistic liar who would take credit for the robust U.S. economy before the pandemic, conveniently ignoring much of that growth began during the Obama administration, then pat himself on the hair plugs for lower gas prices, hoping U.S. citizens would be dumb enough to forget that was the result of him grinding the country to a halt due to his disastrous and deadly mismanagement.
I love the poorly educated.
It had to be an anti-union scab who ballooned the national debt, could not build the wall, and failed at nearly every campaign promise.
And everyone knows it.
Except tax cuts for the rich, and orchestrating the overturn of Roe versus Wade.
The fact that I was able to terminate Roe v. Wade after 50 years of trying, they worked for 50 years. I've never seen anything like it. They worked, and I was so honored to have done it.
It had to be a treasonous criminal to enrich himself off of the presidency and the taxpayer, steal classified documents,
Where I have the right to do whatever I want as president.
be willing to defraud, con, and incite fanatics to attack police officers in an attempt to overturn an election, and then reply with contempt. Who in the hell are you with those massive gums, and you too with those big jiggly baloney tits? When his sons Eric and Don Jr. say that they want to spend their lives doing what Dad does. So God made Trump. And then God said, wait. Oh, shit. Shit. What in the F did I just do?
My father. According to my father thinks my father and my sister have more than real estate and golf in common. My father, perhaps, if my father's daughter were not my sister, she might be dating my father. My father, my farter, my father.